At least one carjacking, fleeing from officers on a pretty much, like you said, Jeff, basically a straight road that takes us way out into the desert. Speeds 107 miles an hour. Rosemont Boulevard is the street. Kern County is where we are. Officers from the California Highway Patrol, when this comes to an end, there's only two of them right there. And I know Jeff is very keen to law enforcement techniques, and they only have two officers right there. So when this comes to an end, it's going to be very dangerous for those officers. Again, an armed suspect being pursued this afternoon in the desert.
Hopefully they'll be joined by somebody in Kern County that can supplement those two officers. But you know, Stu, as you were saying, yeah, I was going to say that straightaway is about to stop being straight, and that's exactly where he is. Pat, I think he's on 170th Street.
It looks like it from the map I'm trying to read. Of course, you're much better at reading maps than I am.
172nd.
We know with my direction. But what was that again, Stu?
172.
172?
172nd Street. This road basically goes up into where the windmills are, up in the area. Something else, though, that is interesting, just to make it more convoluted, because I say that almost jokingly, because if this was two pursuits, it's very unusual. But one of the vehicles, the license plate came back as a stolen license plate, stolen or missing, quote unquote, from the Bakersfield area. Definitely the movement for this vehicle has been roughly to the north. We are still continuing north right now. Again, extremely high speeds. Doesn't seem like there's much out here. I'm looking out the front of the helicopter right now, just trying to get an idea where this road is going to take us. We are going up into the windmills up here in this area. And the road, well, pavement's going to end unless he turns, and he is going to stay on the pavement. But again, he's been off the pavement many times, and with a Kia, for gosh sakes, and nothing against Kia. And now at least he has a four-wheel drive. It appears to be four-wheel drive, marked up as a four-wheel drive pickup truck. Looks like a hard turn. Whoa! Straight into the dirt. Hard. Whoa! Now that's a heck of a stop. I'd be surprised if that vehicle is going to be able to do anything. Airbag deployed, at least on the passenger side. A lot of smoke right there. Driver's side door open, and it does appear the driver is out right now. Now you got to remember, this guy is armed, and again, kind of wandering over, checking on his partner right there. A little bit of a hug, and but this is definitely coming to an end very, very quickly. There's law enforcement. They're on the roadway. They did get some distance, but there is no place for these two to go. And again, though, what a finale there. That pickup truck, that poor guy that gave up his truck for this. Right now, hands are up. Their demeanor is kind of changing up there, but they're not stopping, which just makes this more and more bizarre.
He's running away from her.
More bizarre that you've got two people. Well, yeah, he's taken off, but he's not running very fast, and he's not going to get very far at all because we're following him, and Stu's overhead. Choppers overhead. Very strange. I was trying to ascertain if there were any rest stops in the area, any eateries that there would possibly be more people stopped at. Don't see that.
You know,
go ahead.
Thank goodness there isn't. You know, we guys got one person running around out here in the desert. You know, these get more and more unusual as the days go by. This one definitely going to be in the books for sure. But this guy just basically wanting, and it looks like he's making his way back to the truck. Yeah. He's going in circles. It's amazing that the officers, and I'm not saying this in any kind of bad way, the officers didn't see him circle back. Giving up that truck, making his way, looks like, back towards the roadway, actually running towards the officers. I am praying that they did not leave their keys in the vehicle, because this might just be continuing on here. But these the California Highway Patrol, smart cookies in general, and seeing what's going to happen here.
Oh, no. This did not happen.
No.
Suspect is now commandeered a CHP car. Those CHP officers must have tried to render aid to the woman who was on her hands and knees, both leaving their car.
And there's another officer that's just clueless. He doesn't even know.
He doesn't know.
Oh, this is...
Wait a minute. Was that white vehicle a law enforcement
vehicle? That was a CHP vehicle. Definitely CHP. It was another CHP for backup. He probably did not see this suspect getting in the vehicle. The only thing I can hope right now is that I know my pilot, Captain Killian, is going to be making some calls to some other aircraft that are not in the area, but maybe they can relay this, and hopefully there's at least some law enforcement watching right now that can get a hold of whatever division. I'm not sure if this is Newhall way out here, but whoever this California Highway Patrol division is, get some information to them to get them to know that their vehicle has been commandeered. Hard on the brakes, don't know why, because it's a turnaround. He's got to go back to where he came from. This is going to be. This is going to be something. I've got to be very careful with my camera work because I'd like to keep my job. Because at the end here, he's going to have to drive by where he was, unless he tries to take a dirt road, which apparently he is trying to do. That at least is going to not have a confrontation. This might be a driveway. That's the reason why I'm going a little bit wider. Nope, it's just another dirt road that takes us to other dirt roads out here in the desert. But definitely, this is just wow.
Stu,
that's
obviously,
all I gotta say is wow.
Stu, obviously, a couple of things here. One, there is a weapon in that car. It's normally a shotgun, but it's locked. It's locked to the dashboard, so he can't get that. But he does have the advantage of being able to listen on the radio. And that's going to give him an edge as well. Now, they can change their tactical frequency.
They're going to be talking to him on the radio, too, and telling him, buddy, you better pull over because we have eyes on you. So if you have any semblance of sanity left, whether you're drunk or not, you need to get this over with and pull over, or it's really going to end badly. This is unbelievable.
And that was my biggest fear. That was my biggest fear, that he was going to make a U-turn and go back to where those officers were, and there was going to be some sort of confrontation. If this was the vehicle they were using earlier on, or the driver of the vehicle that started all this, that got the helicopter out here this afternoon, this person obviously making runs at officers earlier on, made contact with a sheriff's vehicle earlier on. So definitely there is a sense of whatever it is. They're asking for the map again, so we're bringing the map back up. So basically right now we're following a stolen California Highway Patrol vehicle that's not being driven very well out here in the desert. This is Aqueduct and 170 something, way out in the desert. I'm sure my pilot Killian, who's looking out the window, keeping